Welcome to Mariposa Woolen Mill's Needle Felting Basics and Kit Instruction. For those of you new to felting and deciding to try a new craft, let me give you a small intro. Basically, felting is causing wool fibers to intermingle and knot together. This can be accomplished in a couple ways. Wet felting is one way, hot water, a little soap, and a lot of friction. The other way is needle felting, with which I will demonstrate later on in the video. Felting needles have barbs and they grab onto other fibers, to the wool fibers, as it's poked into the wool, causing this intermingling or felting. It always is best to use a surface such as a foam or a rice pad because the needles are very sharp. This kit provides all needed supplies to start this new fun, easy hobby. Let's get started.
So let's get started. As we have our mat that's provided, it's been needle felted here in the wool, in the mill. Sorry. So we're just going to apply the colors, just creating a little bit of depth of color on our mat. So you'll see that I applied just the same. Every color that I apply will be just applied in a simple fashion. I spread out the colors and then start felting. So felting is just poking it down. So if it's just to create our flowers, we're just going to do a little technique that I like to do to keep things a little fluffy and simplistic. So we're just going to take a little bit of wool, poke down in the center, and then use our needle to give a little rounded effect, just kind of scooping up that wool, and then finding the circle shape. Poking down the center, and then you have a nice little wildflower. So you want to poke every part of the roving so that it begins to felt. So if you leave it bare, then it's just going to be the fuzzy roving that's left. So you want to give some attention to it, some more than others. So as you see what I'm doing with the sheep, I rolled the wool so that it can be a raised effect on it. So I'm just going to find the shape of the sheep, just going around the edges, tacking it down to the mat. And then I'm just going to be more gentle across the top of it so I can preserve that fluffiness. So I'm just going to gently cover everything because I want it to be felt. I don't want it to continue to be roving. So I want the fibers to grab on so it has a more solid effect. So continue to find the shape of the sheep and then just giving a bit more attention because it's up to you how big you want your sheep and how fluffy. But just remember, so you see how I'm rolling the wool because I want to have that little raised effect. So I'm going to just poke down those little edges because I want to have a more narrow face of the sheep. So I'm just going to give it a bit more attention, get those little fuzzy edges tucked in so the muzzle can be more refined. So what's left of the little fuzzies at the top, I'm just going to split it and create the ears. Giving them attention to get the wool down into the white. Just rolling it, creating a little ball, anchoring it down into the mat. That's what I do for anything that I'm attaching. I'm just going to anchor it down first, and then if I want it to be fluffy, then I just try and preserve that by being more gentle when I'm poking. So the application of the clouds would just be basic poking, and if you want to make it thicker, then you apply more wool. Just to keep it a wispy look, you want to just attach them gently first so that you're not poking it too deeply and losing some of that wispy edges of your wool. And just continue to do that till you're happy with the thickness of your clouds and the amount of clouds that you want. Should give you a good beginning to felting, so you can just get experience in how the wool reacts to the needle, and so yeah, the more you do it, the more you can be more confident at doing it. And that's it.
Thanks for watching Mariposa Woolen Mill Felting Basics Kit Instruction video. So continue felting, and to replenish your felting needs, come visit us at the farm market or online at the link on your screen. Stay tuned for more felting fun.